Hello everyone and welcome back to the Year of the Rooster special event Capture the Rooster with your hostess, Tracer. I'm going to pull Tracer out here and we're going to go no UI again because I was having some fun with my friends and it was a nice time. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the team builds I've been seeing a lot lately. Here on Garden, for example, well, in general, I think I see a Symmetra on about 95% of the maps. Almost always there's going to be a Symmetra there defending on the backside around the flag. So what I find works is a Winston, naturally, or maybe a Diva, or sometimes actually a Sombra can work from a distance, or anybody who can really shoot well from a distance could probably get those turrets. But that's something I think I see in almost every one. I don't always see a Tracer, but Tracer works really well on this map in a couple different places, and I think that this one run gives a good example of that. Here I was just telling my buddy that I took care of the other Tracer, I think it was. But as you can see, there's some high ground here, and sometimes if I'm on defensive Symmetra, I'll put some turrets in there to kind of keep them on their toes, and I use my turrets as a defensive measure, as a sentry, you know, because that's what they are, and kind of know where the enemy team is coming from. Now, I get into a really good position. I know that my team is fighting over there, so I'm going to try to get around and backdoor and flank them, get up here on the high ground a little bit, kind of take a peek around the corner. Here I considered go even further back, but it didn't really look like they had anything. I didn't see any Symmetra turrets. I didn't see any Torbjorn turrets. I half expected to see one here, but it didn't come, so I just go ahead and take their flag, and off I go. So, if you're playing and you don't have anybody at all on defense, you're probably not going to do very well. Look at this. Look how easy it was for me to just go in there, grab that flag, and come back over here. I don't even have to zip through. I think I kind of do here at the end just to kind of, hey guys, here I am, but no big deal. And then I'm going to try to go right back down the same path. If we were well coordinated, there might have been a Sombra already there, or a Winston already there, or a Diva already there, or a 76 already there. You know, somebody who can get going really, really fast. Reaper works well sometimes too. I've done a Reaper carry. It's interesting how you can use your Shadow form, or Wraith form, I believe it's called. Oh man, I think I go head-to-head with the 76 and bail out. I should have gone and grabbed that health pack, but I just wanted to get out of his sights. He didn't follow me, which was pretty fortunate for me. But I have to go back in there and do something. So I get this heal, and I'm going after this other Tracer. Now, this path, this hallway that I'm in right now, I consider this the short route. I'm sure that I'm almost positive that both routes are going to be equally distant, you know, going through the buildings or going outside. But if you're in here, it's a little bit easier with the Ferris. Here, if I'd have just not shot that Bastion, I could have grabbed it, but I was so wanting to make sure, and then I get upset because this Reinhardt wasn't even involved with it, comes over and gives me the teabagging. His crouch button was broke, ladies and gentlemen. He's got to work on that crouch button. It broke crouch. Another good combination is Zenyatta. If Zenyatta gets on there, he can sit on there. The word on the street is, oh, that Zenyatta gets an environmental. You don't always back up. There's holes behind you all over the place here. Oh, this is a really good one. Zenyatta's nice because he can ult on there and nobody can interrupt him, I believe, which is kind of cool. Here we get into a skirmish with their group, and I believe we're going to get the 76, then we're going to get the Lucio. I didn't think I had help, but here I got a little help, which worked out. I was going for that large health pack off the back. I think here we finish off 76, yeah, and now, yep, there's the Lucio, so I'm coming in to take care of him. So now there's a 76 and a Lucio down, and now is probably the best time for us to go on the flag before the 76 comes out. Right about now, his kill cam's wrapping up, and I decide that if that Bastion's there, I saw that Zenyatta, said this time I'm not going to hit him, and see you later, gang. So if you don't watch your back at all times, have some type of auto-tracking, like a Symmetra turret, or maybe a Torbjorn turret, or somebody who's just kind of listening for Tracer. Here, I had a pretty difficult time there. So I fat-fingered the wrong button and went all the way back. Oh boy. Here we get our second one. The flag's good. I'm just kind of peppering the shield now. We've run two. They haven't run any. Now would be a good time to kind of switch off to a full defense if we really wanted to, but we're having a pretty good run here. I get over aggressive. I didn't notice how low health I was. I should have zipped over to that large health pack, but I didn't. Back out the door. I probably should have switched to a more defensive position, as I said, but we felt good about what was going on, so I decided to keep going for it. Over here, I think I'm going to help them push on the left-hand side. I'm going to attempt the same strategy as the last flag cap, but I think they might be a little more prepared for it. Here, Lucio is on me early. There's a Symmetra. I have to... Oh, I get killed by the Symmetra. Fortunately for me, the Symmetra gets pulled down also. And I have to come back out, and we're going after it again. Now, Another good defense, let me see, I've talked about Torbjorn. Farah can do quite well, which is weird. If you don't have somebody taking her down, she can just kind of keep blowing everybody up in the mid and then push you forward. She can help control the middle section well, so that you're kind of fighting closer to their spawn than yours. And during those moments where you get numbers, it's easier to push in on the point. Here I get over here, but they have set up a Torbjorn turret now, and I get out of the way. So I can't do that again, I think. But then I also remember I have a sticky bomb, and I think I'm going to get over there and do it. So I'm letting myself charge back up. I'm going to go for it, and then once I get over here, I forget to get over there, or I get stuck on the rock. That's what it is. I get stuck on that rock, and I try to do it, and then I go through all the motions, and then too much time has passed, and I teleport, or I rewind time back just far enough that I had fallen off the edge. So, you know, I've seen it happen to others. It happens to me. That was pretty noob. You can give me a thumbs down if you think that was pretty bad. But here, I'm going to pick up some armor. Thank you, Torbjorn. Always putting down some armor scraps. That's great. Reinhardt's a great shield, too. Let me see. Diva's good at going in and blowing up everything on the point if there's a bunch of turrets, so she's good to counter the full defense strategy. Capture the flag I really like because I know not everybody likes quote-unquote turtling, but as a skill set, I like being able to hold a position, especially if there's a hole through which they're going to come through, like that door. And you can use these techniques on, you know, coin flip maps like Temple of Anubis or something. So it's probably a good idea to work on those as well. Anyways, the game is over. I think we did all right. There's some other interesting things out there. What are some combinations you like? Tell me. Leave a comment below. Learn at hand. Great play of the game on that Torbjorn. Let's check it out. Yep. This is super epic, my man. Just keep shooting in there. Little molten core. Is that Mary Molten Core? We'll never know. My friends, I'm having a blast playing this Capture the Flag, and if you're having a blast playing Capture the Flag, and you think you know an idea that I can use to become better, leave a comment below. I sure would like to hear it. If you've enjoyed watching this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you've really enjoyed it, then do please consider subscribing for more content like this coming real soon, because I'm having fun playing Capture the Flag myself. If you want to play sometime, hit me up. I don't mind. It's a blast. All right, I'll see you very soon. Have a good time. Bye-bye.